What shall it be?
No one back home will ever believe this. Can't even catch my breath.
The scent of blood is in the air.
Worth the cost. Swift as my feet can carry me. I'll strike you down.
That'll have to do.
Got it. Nothing will stand in my way. Don't waste a step.
fleet of foot.
No time to waste.
Got to concentrate. Moving. Give in.
I shall see you laid low.
I'm ready.
Watch this!
No choice but to keep going.
None can withstand nature's wrath. No time to spare.
Can't give up. Take you.
Soldier.
You actually did it! The leader's dead! Praise Sylvanus. No, that's not right. Praise you, my friend. The Grove owes you a debt beyond measure. Killing's never my first choice, but those three were too dangerous to leave alive. Let's get out of this. Return to the Grove. I can see to some matters there, and we can discuss what comes next amidst more...
The pride of the gate.
At least things have stayed interesting. I can crack that open.
The corpse regards you, lifelessly.
Squid. Fugitives. Needs. Absolute.
Awake and alert. Zevlor.
By Delt's virtue. The Blade of Frontiers? What's happened, Will?
I paid the price of angering the wrong devil.
Believe me, I understand better than most.
A moment passes as Zevlor contemplates Will's words. He then turns his attentions to you.
A scout just reported. The Goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but but you've earned it. Very good of you. Thank you.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
If there's fighting, you run, and you do not stop. For anything.
Seems Mole was as good as her word. She's reported that you've been threatening children. Your words may be false, but they ring truer than Mole's tales. You're off the hook.
I nearly dispatched those goblins, and why wield a masterwork where a butcher's blade?
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace, as am I. Of course. May you keep...
You're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
This creature isn't what it appears to be.
I'm glad you think so. Otherwise, things might have gotten very messy. Tick-tock.
I thought I had been a good teacher to you. Clearly not. You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to protect us.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
She knows now what cavorting in the shadows brings her. She will not stray again. Besides, this is no time to lose a promising druid. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. If only you had come to this place in more peaceful times. You'd have been a welcome addition. The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side. Banished.
Then banish me. When the coming army marches, there will be none to protect you.
You done it. You brought Halsin back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanas bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. To be expected. I'm glad you survived intact. Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
Wing's still a little stiff, but I'm getting stronger.
Step carefully. There's a trap. Might be worth a look. Don't get my hands dirty. I need a shovel. Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Careful. I need a shovel to dig this up. Death close at hand.
There's no time to waste.
I've got a long road ahead. Let's see what this does. Be wary. This place is trapped. Still breathing, despite everything.
The pride of the gate. pride of the gate.
What to do?
Let's get on with it.
Best get going.
What am I to do?
Come on, let's go.
Let's move.
The boar prances around,
Where's Alcin? Shh! I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Yes.
I think it's high time you all left. Our sacred grove, I answer.
Best keep your hands to yourself.
glaive. So why does touching it give me a knot in my stomach?
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Never a dull moment. I need a shovel to dig this up.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. It hardly has any... Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like her. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mystery. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover. Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let. I sought to cross her boundaries. Quite. I tried to convince her. Inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the... He almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, the magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, but she restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, the answer was to try? The outcome was to... I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. Oh gods, is it ever hungry?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. Rather worse, actually. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. You might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways. That is, you truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. Now. Even I...
There is work to do.
Sharp as ever.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
My faith protects me.
No time to rest.
My friend! How do you fare?
I am.
No, an Albert.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful. Enjoy myself? There's a worm in my brain. I'm surrounded by idiots, and all I've got to drink is wine that tastes like vinegar. by all means, go and enjoy yourself. I'll be here, waiting for the sunrise.
None of that poetic stuff. Something like goblins swarmed, but we were brave and fried them all with a thunder wave.
But that's not what happened.
Live a little.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Your words, not mine. But not what I mean. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong.
Shadowheart trails off and glances around at the party. She turns back to you, mildly surprised you're still there.
I thought you might have wanted to mingle with the others. That's so. I won't pretend I'm not surprised. We haven't always seen eye to eye, after all. Besides, I'm sure there's plenty of people who'll be keen to celebrate most thoroughly with you. Maybe you would. But I'm not cruel enough to get your hopes up, in spite of what some might believe. Oh, you do you? I'm not some dewy-eyed tiefling maiden you just saved. You'll need to do a lot more legwork before I commit to any hip work. for now. Don't worry. There'll be plenty of fun for you tonight. Just not in my tent. What? Some advice on how to make me more bearable? All right, if you like. I'm not half as mysterious as you might think. Respect my privacy, my beliefs. Keep us focused on finding a cure. If you do that, well, I see no reason why we shouldn't get closer. Now, enough about me. Haven't you seen the way Gale's been stealing looks at you? Go on, see if you want something. Or someone.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Spilled my pint. Not like you needed it.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Try not to get too close, Cal.
Yes. Remember what happened?
And you magicked up a kitten. How was I supposed to know it was made of fire?
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. Really? I'm honored. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Horns this sharp will pop the balloons, you see, and the guests won't take kindly to scars quite so monstrous. If only half the world had half the heart you do. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. I'm afraid my feet are firmly planted to the ground this evening. Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
Beautiful night, don't you think? Nothing like a brush with destruction to make one appreciate the majesty of the celestial canvas. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion, though definitely unaccompanied by such revelry. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us, ink glinting in the firelight.
Geraorn's lost nose! No! Tara is not any cat. She's a Tressum. And given your confusion, I'm guessing you've never met one. They're brilliant creatures. Fine company for any self-respecting wizard. She'd be most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently.
After I was afflicted with my condition, and locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy.
I've given up on myself. But Tara never did.
It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. After so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve. Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though somewhat held back by her lack of opposable thumbs. You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you, an unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish you were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mystra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope. She'll love you. So long as you don't rub her belly. She hates it when anyone does that. The pleasures I experienced in Mystra's embrace go far beyond the thrill of having one's tummy tickled. I remember once, she took the smallest piece of the weave and made it into... Wait, are you saying... You know what? I think I've clearly had far too much wine. And you've had nowhere near enough. I think this is a conversation best held back on. For now. With my condition as volatile as it is, I fear any undue excitement may tip it over the edge, so to speak. Go. Indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. I'm sure there are. You strike me as extremely resourceful. But there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. I must not keep you all to myself, as enjoyable as that may be. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here. You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? Oh, come on. There must be something. One raunchy ballad coming up.
No more. I can't afford to lose any more.
Come on, Alfie, make it spicy.
Right.
Hey, you! Can you keep a secret? Just between you and me, I nicked some wine. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price, of course.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Nyogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness.
I smell their blood on you still. I smell your moisture. A glorious reward for a glorious battle. Go on, have your fun. And do not wipe away a single bead of sweat. It's intoxicating.
And finally have his own surgery. Ordered, color-coordinated, even ironed.
There's nothing more satisfying than a well-ordered...
Would you look at this place?
All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with good potations, too. Yes, I'm celebrating my freedom, and our friendship, and these folks' bright future besides. All I need now is a fire-retardant lover to get lost in till sunrise. Come on. Let's not spoil an effective thing. You point, I rage, we win. Doesn't need to be more complicated than that.
I like these people. They're joyful. It's contagious.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles. Your body aches pleasingly with the memory of past bruises. Perhaps it is the same for her.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You're half right. You have to get to Moonrise, but you still have a choice of how to get there. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. The decision is yours, but I'd favor the Underdark. Even a place like that is the lesser evil compared to the shadow-cursed lands. Anything is preferable to risking the shadow curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her. I'm glad you approve. I do not truly care if you approve, but the Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who... This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity. Indeed.
Something bit me.
Just an insect. I'm sure you'll survive. Besides, it probably figured you for a tasty treat.
Be cautious.
Blood everywhere. Someone wasn't as fortunate in their choice of campsite as us.
I wonder what kind of creature could have caused so much damage.
What's next?
All right, what now? Looking ahead.
Tactical.
Where do I go from here?
Battle favors the fearless.
On my way.
Can't stay idle.
Forever dauntless. Making my move.
Need to stay focused.
Breathing, despite everything. Another fight. Let's go.
This is my time.
What's the plan?
Easy.
Blood comes easy these days.
No holding back. No time to waste.
Got to keep fighting.
in.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Someone's put a notch in a tree there.
What's that? It's packed too tight. I'll need a shovel.
A hero at heart.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Can't give up now.
Just a brief respite.
have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Ever since we shared each other's flesh, I've caught you looking at me with lidded eyes. And either like a coward or a fool, you tremble. Perhaps the parasite has weakened you. Or perhaps you still long for my taste. I never promised more than a night. Though I can't deny the lure of your taste. Sweet, yes, but also bitter as ginger. Tempt me. Like the shield bearer and pikemen must train to march their formation in tandem. Very well. I will claim you once you have taken to rest. Why would a lesser act spark greater desire in you? Overheated grappling that wastefully eats into time better spent resting our muscles. I remember your heartbeat from before. Quick, light, like a frightened rabbit. I'll keep your request in mind. Perform well, and perhaps I'll consider it. Enough! I have given you my word. Do not be late.
Lae'zel appears at your bunk, her eyes raging with desire. You suspect you won't be getting much sleep tonight.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Well met.
Copper for your thoughts? Really? Really, really? Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
Speak. It is done. Indolence breeds madness.
No one stopped me yet.
Blackets will be done.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
A dragon rider. My kin are near.
Damn, that thing could blot out the sun.
It would be too much to hope that's nothing to do.
What are you doing? Hold up before they see you, Gresham. Look. That lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good. I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same. I doubt a fight against them would go your way. What? I go my own way. Alone. Rag. That's it. I'm getting out of here.
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
A red dragon. I envy its knight. Would that I rode such a steed. A crash must be near. Come, my kin await.
Kithrak, we must speak.
Ryder, my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh. Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the skin clean from your meat. Yet you are not bleeding. For I am nothing if not merciful. Your name, child. Lae'zel. Proud. Regal, even. You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Voss, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say. A Geich vessel has fallen from the sky, Lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious. It is polyhedric in shape and inscribed with the sacred runes of our people.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon that Voss seeks. It's the artifact that she carries. Her mind focuses. The Gith's suspicions cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is right within their grasp.
Take word to your creche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
You honor me with this duty, Kithrak. I shall alert my caretaker with haste.
The Kithrak nods, content with Lae'zel's answer.
You serve your queen well, child. Take your slaves and hunt those who escaped the Geich ship. They must carry the weapon. I fly now to Vlaakith, our undying queen. She will see your faith rewarded in this plane and ours.
A current of deception carries Voss's words. Wherever he flies, it is not to Vlaakith.
To Danos! To the sky!
Damn it all! You did well to intervene, vexed as I am to admit it. The distilled Kithrak would have flayed our skin and left our carcasses to burn in the sun. All for the sake of the artifact that we carry. The crash is near, this much we know. We follow the path forward and into the valley. No one, not even the ignoble Jastil Kithrak, will keep me from my purification.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
seems the Githyanki are keen to reclaim the artifact. In fact, none of us can. That thing is shielding us somehow. I don't want to know what happens if we lose it. Agreed. There's not much we can do but press forward. Fine. What's on your mind? How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I suppose some would commend our actions. Goblins would have razed that whole place to nothing if it weren't for us. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with.
Baldur's Gate, northwest. Elturel, south. Moonrise Towers, west.
Wait. These markings. Tirsu's script scratched in the ground. A creche must be nested in the temple below. We must go there at once. Githyanki writing. The most powerful texts are engraved in slate. Some so ancient, only the most erudite Gish can read them. Very well, but if we stray too far that our chance is lost, I'll make my way.
I warn you, I'm exceptionally well armed. A friendly... You know, I've had nothing but trouble. Look over there. Do you see that wretched little hive?
Oh, brutish and rude by your wretched standards, but stupid.
Your charming companion would call it a creche. But it was built on what remained after the Githyanki slaughtered all of the monks.
Acutely observed on both.
Honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid? Attacked and run off like some transient. What? No, of course not. I was merely... Well... Look, it's just an egg. The Society of Brilliance asked me to acquire one of their roe so they can incubate it and, once it hatches, raise the spawn in their tradition.
Please, do enlighten me. What is this tradition?
The Society believes a Githyanki raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment can overcome its violent nature. I'm sure your friend would agree. A Githyanki is as likely to forsake its violent nature as a gnome is to fly. You've been sipping from the same goblet as the Society. Perhaps you'd be willing to help, then, to prove your point. They may have chased me away, but surely the Gith would welcome a person with such sympathetic views to their creche. And once inside, you could simply purloin an egg.
Steal one of Gith's own. I will slit your throat for even suggesting it.
I'm not talking to you. You'll be well compensated, of course. Just bring me an egg. I should hope so. When adventure calls, I am always thoroughly prepared. Take a look. now. Have you given any more thought to the retrieval of that Githyanki egg? Excuse me? Were you not...
This is my time.
Let's end this.
Where am I needed?
A long way to go still.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Maggots will be done. Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Looking ahead.
My faith will guide me.
Defender of the people.
Assume nothing.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Action, not reaction. Assume nothing.
At least things have stayed interesting.
My friend! How do you fare?